Hello and welcome to this entire tutorial series titled Material Design for Web. I'm by name Majala Bisemi. Okay, and I will be excited to guide you through this course. Material design, what is material design? Is just a unified design paradigm, a combined theory that is certified by Google, and it's basically a specific set of guidelines that give you awesome design pattern on web, mobile, and any interface that have to do with display screens generally. Okay, I would like you to go to material.io. You can see the address over here. You get a very good picture of what material design is, what progress they have been going through, what's the progress right now, the status of material design, and what they are up to. Tools by Google itself. We have the material design icon, we have the components, part of the guidelines, we have the color palette that guide you through how you choose your colors. Like there is no wrong colors, it just depends on what matters is how you use them. So for you to go, I will employ you to go to the guidelines. It's very good and it's worth your time to actually check it out. So when I click on this, I will open the material design guidelines, and here we go. Here's the material design guideline. It's a ton of guide that guide you through how you implement material design on your web interface, because this tutorial series will be entirely focusing on web for material design for web. Okay, I would like to go through this. Clicking on this menu, you see other things that are there. We have specification for layout, we have for style, components, pattern, growth and communication, usability, platform, and resources. Okay, so after going through these guidelines, you kind of be overwhelmed with that question by this concern: how do I implement this in my web design? Some of you guys have limited skill in terms of CSS, and you have to understand CSS perfectly before you can implement some of these principles of material design. So some guys went ahead and make it simplified for you. And there are some of you guys that use Bootstrap, some of you don't even use any framework before, and for the first time you're just using a framework. So you could just check out some of this framework I would suggest that make material design very easy for you. Alright, so what motivated me into actually doing the creating this course? Searching on YouTube, which is actually the most sought after platform, or let me say website, for getting tutorials free of charge, I discovered that when I search on material design, most of the tutorials I get is meant for actually Android, or talking about what material design is. In fact, so far, based on my search, as you can see, most of these tutorials are meant for what material design is all about, as well as just one video by Jesse from Free Code Camp. I think I like that guy. Yeah, it's very good. Okay, cool. So that's just pretty much it. Let's go to the next segment. Okay, for those of you that use Bootstrap, material design for Bootstrap is actually a library that is available. I would like you guys to check it out. It's very awesome. You don't have to pull out of your Bootstrap workflow. Just check it out. It's very, very good. With just little adjustment, just little script that you add to your existing Bootstrap website, you turn it to a material design compliant website. Awesome. Okay, for those of you that use React, that's awesome library by Facebook. God bless them for that. I really love React. For you to use material design in React, we have Material UI. Is an entire library that implement material design for React developers. I would like you to check that out too if you are a React developer. Okay, next up is get mdl.io. That's Material Design Lite by Google, which is actually a library for design implementing material design on your web platform too. I personally don't really like Material Design, getmdl.io, because of the fact that I feel it's kind of complex for people that want to adapt. It's complex for early adopters, I mean to say. This is a showcase of website that you already use MDL, Material Design Lite. We have Google Wallet. We have most of those people that use Google Material Design Lite are Google based companies. You can't see any external websites that is not Google proper. There is no Google website using Material Design Lite, though there are many of them. But on the showcase, I can't see any of them here, which shows how complex it is for early adopters. Okay, I've used it for one project before, and apart from that project, I can't remember using it again. Okay, next up is Materialized CSS, my favorite, what's it called? My favorite framework for implementing material design on web. Okay, I also use it for not only for web, I use it for cross-platform development. Sometimes I want to build apps and convert it to Android using Cordova, and easily I do that. I design the whole interface with Materialize, and I make the app come to life with JavaScript. As simple as that. Okay, so Materialized CSS is a framework, a modern responsive front-end based framework that is based on material design, as you can see on the home page of the website. Okay, so here is a showcase of what people have built with Materialized CSS. I can see it's likely to be the most used framework that implements material design, apart from what's it called, other framework that you've been seeing. I've shown you earlier, right? You can see a lot of websites have been using them, and this is just a little. Like I've seen so many websites online that use Materialized CSS. In fact, for the past 3 years, for the past 2 years, I've been using Materialized CSS, and all my projects have been built using Materialized CSS. So it's so awesome, very easy to use, and easy for early adapters, right? And that's basically what we'll be using in this course. Where do you get inspiration? Somebody might ask me. You are just adopting a new paradigm, and you want to actually get inspiration on how you can make good design. What have we done before? Apart from this showcase I've seen, I will employ you to go to UpLabs. Just go to material.uplabs.com, and you see a lot of inspiration. You see enough inspiration on how you can get started with material design on web. You can see enough. Just make sure you click on this Site Up button and Site Up tab, and you see enough. Okay, another showcase is materialdesignblog.com /material design showcase. You see a lot of showcase here too, a lot of inspiration, very nice and nifty. All right, we also have material design awards. Now here is a list of here is a website that feature these websites or apps that implemented material design, and they did it right, and Google recognized that no, these guys have done a very awesome job implementing material design. One of them is the New York Times. I really love the website. It's responsive, it's awesome, right? Okay, that's pretty much it. And this is dribble.com with the tag material design. You see enough inspiration here too. Also at Behance, you see enough inspiration for material design. And finally, Tumblr, you see enough inspiration on Tumblr too. Also on CodePen, some of you guys have been seeing a lot of this inspiration, but how do you even get started? You see enough code samples at CodePen, and I think it's awesome, pretty nifty, right? Cool. So next video, we're talking about getting started with Materialized CSS. How do you get started? How do you prepare your environment? I'm really excited to put you to guide you through this journey, and I hope to improve more on my subsequent videos, because this actually is the first video for this series. It's absolutely free. You're not paying for it, and I'm doing this with passion. So I would like your comments. I would like your comments, reactions, suggestions in the comment section. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you next time.